What is up, boys? Today I'm going to be showing you Thane in Honor of Kings, but instead of playing myself, I will be reacting to a very high level Thane player. He's the best on his server on boatman, so he's very used to these tanky kind of heroes. And I'm going to be showing you this because it's going to be similar to my Joker video. Thane got reworked in Honor of Kings. It used to be the same as in AoB. It used to be a support, but as you can see, he's solo laning. And as you can see, his skills are a little bit different. So he's basically a very warrior type of hero now. He's still really tanky. However, he also deals quite a bit of damage right now. And not only with his ult, with the rest of his kit as well. So his passive got changed into, instead of when he drops low that it heals him, it gives him damage reduction when he drops low. So you will see in this game he will survive a lot of situations with very low HP. And then the second part of his passive is every 5 seconds his auto attack deals bonus damage on an enemy, and it resets for every enemy. So you can, if I attack Violet, it's gonna consume that bonus damage for Violet, but then I can attack, for example, Mina in 2 seconds, and I'll still have that bonus damage for Mina. So this passive basically helps him wave clear because it works on minions as well, and it gives him a lot of bonus damage. Also, it works on towers too, so he can also push quite well, so he's suited for the side lane. Now his S1 is pretty much still the same. However, if you hit an enemy with it, it reduces the cooldown by a little bit, and here he does something cool. He S1 flickers. You can do that in AoB as well, by the way. Thane is just not used very often, so not a lot of people know that. But yeah, it didn't end up doing much, so he just joined for that dragon fight. He just ends up going back to his wave, to wave clear. Then his S2 got changed in a very huge way. You know how in AoB he like uses his S2 and he can't walk during it. Like he jumps up in the air and stomps down. And in this game it's just an AoE around him and he keeps walking during it. However, it doesn't stun anymore. He gets a very nice solo kill on her. It doesn't stun anymore. It just does a little bit of damage, and it reduces the enemy damage. So they will do less damage for the next couple seconds. And then I'm gonna be skipping his back part because it's kind of boring watching him walk back. But yeah, and then his ult got changed as well. It's still the same. It's still the same true damage thing that does a lot of damage, right? However, now if the enemies are close enough to you, they get stunned as well. So that is really strong. So it has like 2 hitboxes. If it's far away, it just does damage, and if it's close to you, the enemy gets stunned. And the second part of his ult is, if you are higher HP than the enemy, I think it's that way around, if you are higher, not higher HP, higher level, then you deal more damage with your ult. So that is why he has to solo lane, of course, because he needs to be high level to deal the juicy damage. But yeah, also his kit is just really suited now for the solo lane. As you can see, he does decent damage. He's like an Arduin basically. So he has good CC. He does a lot of damage. Like he can kill squishies very fast, as you saw like a minute ago. And then also I forgot the third part of his passive is whenever you buy armor, you gain more HP, and whenever you buy magic resistance, you gain more HP as well. So he's just really tanky and does decent damage. So it's the classic side lane hero. You can see he bought the Mantle of Ra, so he's already doing really well for himself, 2-0. I'm gonna be skipping a little bit because it's just mostly like side lane. You know how side lane is, it's just farming, right? Mostly. But whenever he joins the fights, then it gets really exciting because this hero is really strong in team fights now. It's not just like, you know how strong Thane in AoB already is in team fights. He's much better here because he actually deals damage as well. So you see he's trying to ult, but he doesn't find a good angle, so he just backs off. And again, this is very, very high level gameplay. Like, this is really high level gameplay. This is around, like, he's around top 2000 China probably. That's pretty good out of 200 million players. So anyway, you can see I'm gonna skip a lot because he's just farming. Now you can see he's fighting the Malok here. This is Malok, as it shouldn't be hard to guess by the abilities. But you can see how much damage he does. The Malok even dodged his ult. You can see both are playing really well. And he cannot dodge Malok ult here, unfortunately. He couldn't dodge the S1, so now he just has to back off. He has to flicker away. He does that beautifully, but now Malok lost his stack, so you can go back in and poke him a little bit. And now he sees his mid laner and jungler are roaming top, so he can just back off, and the Malok is pretty much dead at this point. Because he's not running, he doesn't read the gank, which he should have, and now he just gets picked off. I think he he gets the kill. You see his auto attack does decent damage, right? As I said, the passive, every 5 seconds you deal a lot of bonus damage on your auto attack, on one single auto attack. Now you can see he's gonna go back. He's pre-ordering Rank Breaker. Now that is the fun thing, or Spear of Longinus actually. He's pre-ordering, Spear of Longinus is like a combination of Rank Breaker in this game, because it gives movement speed, I think, and the like damage. Actually it's just Spear of Longinus without HP, I think. I'm not sure, but it's Armor Pierce. So he's going for Armor Pierce. So that's already really cool. You wouldn't see a Thane go for any damage items. Now you can see he kinda misses his ult. He didn't do too much that team fight, but his team was just getting wrecked that team fight. That was not a good fight. They lost top tower as well because Malok was split pushing. Now he's doing really well for himself, 3-0. It seems like his team is doing really well too, 7-3, but it's not. The towers are almost equal. Like, the game is pretty equal. Also, on his team they have a Hayate, and the enemies have a Violet, which he just solo killed. But the Violet, of course, really strong late game, so he can still lose this for sure. It seems like he's winning, but it is closer than it seems like. This is Kriknak, the little girl with the bird. And the enemy jungler right now is Zephys, the guy that is trying to take and took his blue. The cow is not Toro, it's Lumber. But anyway, you can see the side lane is just about, the tank side lane is just about clearing waves. It's just what it is. He pre-ordered Aegis for the cooldown reduction, I guess. Cooldown reduction is really strong on him. Obviously, because your S1 already reduces cooldown if you hit someone, so you can spam your S1 a lot. I'm gonna be skipping a little bit, and now we can see his mid laner got caught. It's the Mana girl. He goes back. Yeah, there's not much for him to do. He's just gonna go back and probably go top to clear. That is what I am assuming. He's walking mid in case they start a fight, but he's probably gonna clear mid and clear top. It's just the side lane life. You just need to, you're just there to clear the waves, basically, for most part. And then if you find a good roam to join your team for a good team fight, or even engage the team fight in a 4v5, 5v4 maybe, if your enemy side laner is still busy clearing his wave, then you can pretty much win the game by yourself by doing a very nice play like that. He goes in as soon as Malok uses his S1, and now this is a crazy play. You'll see. I already saw this, so look at this. He flickers from the Zephys ult. He predicts the Zephys ult, flickers away, drops low, but gets the 40%, I think, damage reduction from his passive whenever he drops low, and he absolutely destroys them and survives with 10 HP. That was insane. That was insane. And there's even a better play incoming this game. Like, this guy is so good. It's crazy. Now we can skip his back part. Now he's going, as you can see, his team went top. They want the Slayer probably. They want the Slayer control. He goes instantly bot. You need to clear those waves. Don't just let the waves sit there. He cleared the bot wave, and you can see these little 3 dots, green dots on your side of the map moving up, pushing into the enemy territory, they provide you vision, your minions. Like, the enemies have to respond to these minions to clear them, otherwise they will lose the farm, because the tower will just kill the minions. They lose the XP, they lose the farm, they lose tower health. So they have to. Let's see if he gets her. No, he doesn't get her. Good crash ult, pushed him away. But yeah, like, push those side lanes. If you're a side laner, watch Darkbreaker videos. He's also just clearing side lanes, mate. You know what I mean? It's just how it is. That's what you have to do as a side laner. And then if you can roam, that is why Darkbreaker, if you ask him what are the best Slayer lanes for solo queue, he's gonna say something that can move quick and roam. That's all you need. Like, when Irie used to be really good, he played her the most. Not just because he likes her a lot, but also because she can just roam so fast. Okay, I'm gonna continue my point after this teamfight, because this teamfight was really cool. You'll see here. Just look at how much pressure he applies. Look how much damage he does. That's a Zephys, I mean. Absolutely one-shots him. The enemy mage's Ignis doesn't die, unfortunately. And now he has to flicker away. He could have S1'd the Ignis there. However, that was a very nice play, because if he S1's Ignis, he kills him, yeah. But then the Violet is just attacking him throughout that, and he dies. He's 7-0. The Ignis, I don't know, I could pause to see, he's 1-1-3. Who cares about that Ignis life? If you are 7-0, you're gonna give that Violet like 600 gold. It's gonna throw the game. Trust me, it's gonna throw the game. 600 gold to the ADC. But getting that 200, 300 gold from Ignis, who cares, right? No one cares. So he decided very well there. He CC'd the Violet, and also that had the potential of killing her maybe if his team followed up, or like if his team could have followed up. And yeah, that was definitely the better play if you look at it retrospectively. But yeah, as I was saying, the point about Slayer laners, you need to play something that can roam, because if you can roam, you can clear your wave, and then you can just roam to your team and gank someone, start a team fight, kill everyone, and Irie is perfect for that. Now, however, she got nerfed so much that she just loses every single lane, so you can't really do much with her. But yeah, like, basically, for example, Malok. Malok is really strong in AoE. He wins almost every side lane against almost every hero. But he is not played a lot in solo queue because he just can't carry like an Irie could with roaming. He's very slow. He can ult, yeah, but he walks very slow, and he just can't do much. It's the same for this Thane, to be honest. He's playing really well, so he's hard carrying the team. But he got a lot of solo kills. He got 2 kills in a 1v2, and survived. That's crazy. So of course he's gonna carry, but usually a Thane cannot carry as hard either. It's not one of the best picks. But in Honor of Kings, players are much better at this elo than in AoV, so they can play around that. They don't rely on your roams, and they won't get caught by an Irie roaming, so it's a different cup of tea, I guess. Anyway, he's just chilling there because he's waiting for the enemy team to push up far enough so he can safely push this lane. And this is really annoying whenever the thing is in the tower. Now, this is the craziest play, you'll see. Just watch. Just watch, you'll see. This is the craziest play. So he uses ult, and now he sells his Mantle of Ra and buys Blade of Eternity to revive. He kills him and flickers away. Are you serious, then? Who does that? Like, it's crazy. He sells during his wind-up in his ult. How long does it take? Like half a second? He sells his blade, he sells his Mantle of Ra, buys Blade of Eternity, attacks the Zephys after respawning, kills him with a crit from Omni Arms, I think, or I don't know why he's critting, and yeah, that ends the game. Crazy. He completely solo carried that with a tank side lane. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Peace out, boys. Bye bye.